Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya, or Gyakuten Yoshiwara. We are on Tokiwa's path, and we are on chapter 11 at the moment, the courtesan's procession. So please sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Tokiwa-san. When I was in my room alone, I couldn't stop thinking about him. What a thoughtless thing I did. I can't believe I just ran away. Should I have openly told him the truth? I wonder if he hated me for not telling him anything. Today is Tokiwa-san's courtesan procession. To begin with, it's common for high-class gentlemen to rarely leave the red light district. Thinking about it, the courtesan's procession must be the best time for the street killer to strike. I hope nothing will happen. The feeling of worry tormented my mind, and even as night came, the feeling wouldn't disappear. I couldn't stand the thought of him getting hurt. It would be awkward to meet him, but if I were just watching. Unable to just stand idly by anymore, my feet took it upon themselves to head to Yoshiwara at night. There were crowds of women and touts coming from back and forth through Yoshiwara at night. In the main street center was a section that was surrounded by an unusual air of excitement. What is that? I walked closer to the place, as if I were a butterfly being drawn to nectar. Just then, in between the crowd of people, I could see a glimpse of a beautifully dressed Tokiwa-san. It was the courtesan's procession. Strut, strut, strut. Tokiwa-san walked forward with unique steps, followed by many young gentlemen. Tokiwa-san! Even from far away, I could tell it was him. The courtesan's procession that Tokiwa-san dreamed of. Tokiwa-san didn't have the friendly expression that he usually had on his face. His eyes had a sensuality, capturing the hearts of those who saw him and not letting go. They were mysterious eyes that made people want the green depths hidden within them. They were gorgeous beyond this world. In case he was attacked, there were guards with swords on their waists along the line. I wanted to see him more up close. I couldn't see him well from my current position. Please let me go through. Please let me go forward. I pushed through the crowds of spectators and tried to see Tokiwa-san at the front of the line. Then I finally got an open view. I met the procession in which all this world's beauty had been gathered. I could hear their voices of admiration from around the area. That's him from Kikuya! How beautiful! I naturally let out a sigh. He was illuminated by the red light of the lanterns. Among the fluttering red cherry blossom petals, Tokiwa-san walked in a dignified yet still graceful manner. Strut, strut, he moved forward. A red-painted umbrella, the color of twilight, and in contrast to these, his green eyes and blonde hair shined bewitchingly, as if they were asking to be touched. But once you touch him, you would meet your end. His eyes were provoking and sensual. I saw his eyes shine after capturing the spectators' hearts. Even if it was only a 7-day-long sweet dream, this beautiful scenery satisfied my heart a little. And this revived the feeling that I had in my heart when I met Tokiwa-san for the first time. Tokiwa-san. Yes, the Tokiwa-san that I loved was such a beautiful person. I forgot time was passing and was captivated staring at the person I loved for some time. Then, in the moment following this, my glance met Tokiwa-san's. Oh, did he notice me? What should I do? Look away from him. I quickly looked away from him. I felt scared to accept his glance directly, since I had run away from him this morning. Tokiwa-san, is something wrong? The man following and holding the umbrella for him talked to Tokiwa-san. No, it's nothing. The longing feeling made my chest tighten, and I tried to leave that place. I felt that Tokiwa-san's mouth had moved to say please wait, but I went back into the crowd of people. I felt regretful, but after that I continued watching Tokiwa-san among the crowds. It ends around here. It seems that the attack we were expecting didn't come. They stopped at a tea house, and Iroha-san, who was prepared to attack at the line's end, appeared. I feel a little disappointed.
You should be happy that you're safe. Well then, I'll be going.
He then went back to Kikuya with the guards.
Misao?
Ah! I was discovered by Tokiwa, so I quickly tried to leave.
Wait, Misao! Misao, why are you running away from me?
Please don't follow me. But when I came to the grounds of Inari Shrine...
Gotcha.
Tokiwa-san grabbed hold of my arm.
Why did you run away from me? Do you hate me now?
No, I don't. I could never hate you.
Then why? You just don't know how upset I was to see you in the middle of the courtesan's procession.
I'm sorry, Tokiwa-san. I'm sorry.
Misao. All right. If you really don't want to tell me the reason, I won't ask you anymore. So please, don't make such a pained face.
Though I was shrunken with fear, Tokiwa-san hugged my shoulders and held my hand. I'm sorry, but I like Tokiwa-san. Please understand that at least.
Yes, I know. You came to see my courtesan's procession, right? If you say so, then I won't doubt your feelings. Is that okay for you?
Yes.
Good. Then don't make a sad face anymore.
When I calmed down, Tokiwa-san acted cheerfully to change the atmosphere.
What did you think about my courtesan's procession?
Yes, it was beautiful.
All right. I'm happy that you feel that way.
Tokiwa-san held my hand strongly. The jade bracelet that Tokiwa-san gave me shined in the twilight.
You wore the bracelet.
Yes, if I wear this, I can feel like I'm with you, Tokiwa-san, even when we're apart. Though I couldn't see him anymore, the shine of these stones made me not forget about Tokiwa-san.
Misao, did you say something like that?
Huh?
Why did you say you couldn't see me anymore?
It was...
You like me, don't you, Misao? I like you. I even feel like I want to take you and run away with you right now.
Tokiwa-san's wistful eyes told me his words were not lies. Okay, I will tell you everything. I have to tell him, especially I have to tell him the truth. I prepared myself for the worst, and soon as I opened my mouth...
Tokiwa from Kikuya, I found you. Prepare yourself.
Huh? A man holding a sword appeared from the shadows of the shrine grounds and tried to slash Tokiwa-san. Watch out! Tokiwa, run! Ugh! He barely dodged the sword's sharp edge.
Are you the street killer?
The man, who at a glance appeared to be dressed like a gentleman, grimaced.
I thought I'd take you out in a flash once the guards left, but you dodged my attack. Tokiwa from Kikuya, I will kill you, and this lady will unfortunately also meet the same fate.
The man raised his sword again. Clang!
Huh? Do what you want with me, but don't you lay a hand on her.
Tokiwa-san stopped the man's slash with a small dagger that was hidden in his chest pocket. Tokiwa-san!
How crafty. Misao, don't worry about me, just run.
No! What should I do? Oh, no, what do I do? I can't leave you, or let's call someone. Let's call someone. The people who came to Yoshiwara should be able to hear us from here.
If they don't notice, then it'll be the end of us for sure. Please understand, you're important to me. This cheap drama ends right now.
Clang! Tokiwa-san's small knife was flung away with one sharp slash.
Die!
Just as the man put his sword down sharply, ka-clang! Kagura-san appeared to stop the killer's slash with his sword. Kagura-san!
What are you doing here? I heard from Iraha-san and came here to see what happened. Someone knew, then you'll also meet the same fate. Try if you can.
Kagura-san glared at him fiercely with his cold, icy eyes. Kagura-san and the man went back and forth exchanging strikes and defending themselves.
I didn't expect someone with such skill. Misao, it's dangerous to stick around here, so get away from here.
Yes. After Tokiwa-san told me that, I went back inside the shrine's gate. While I was doing that, Kagura-san cornered the street killer with his fluid swordsmanship.
There's not so much more space behind you. Then I have no choice.
The street killer ducked down and suddenly threw sand from the ground at Kagura-san and Tokiwa-san.
My eyes!
The man then took this opportunity to instantly run towards me. Ah! He got hold of me, binding my arms from behind.
Misao!
The man put the pale shining edge of the sword to my neck. Ah!
How could I let this happen? You coward! Don't move a muscle. If you move, this woman will die.
The man put a grimy smile on his face as he held me hostage and slowly shuffled his feet to back away.
That's right. Don't you guys follow me.
When he was far enough away from them, he hit me sharply on the neck. Tokiwa-san.
Misao!
While my consciousness started to fade, I could hear Tokiwa-san frantically calling my name. Chapter 12: The Truth. The air was damp, making it difficult to breathe. I could vaguely hear the lively sounds of a banquet far off somewhere. My consciousness was slowly coming back. When I opened my eyes, I was in a small moonlit room. Was this a storage room? I couldn't speak. When I looked at myself, my mouth was covered with a cloth, and my arms and legs were tied up. I desperately tried to remember why I was tied up like this. I was kidnapped by a man. Checking my surroundings, I noticed that I had lost the most important bracelet Tokiwa-san gave me. Just then,
How's the woman?
I could hear the low voice of a man from outside the room. What was that voice just now? I crawled to the door of the room and tried to listen in.
This is bad. We've been making it look like this was by someone with a grudge against gentlemen. We left witnesses out there. Right when we were about to finally become the top shop in the red light district.
This means... Were the street killer crimes related to the conflicts between the shops in the red light district? And that's why they were only attacking high-ranking gentlemen?
In any case, I'll leave it to you to deal with the woman.
Certainly. What? He was going to take care of me? If I don't do anything, I'm scared. I want to escape. But how could I escape with my arms and legs tied up? Somebody help me! Tokiwa-san! My whole body was shaking from fear of not knowing what would happen. But I was the one who tried to distance myself from Tokiwa-san, even if I called his name. Just as I closed my eyes and tried to quietly bear this fear.
What are you... Ugh!
I heard a man groan in pain. After a while, the door slowly opened. Creak? Huh? I heard footsteps coming close to me. Who was this? I'm so scared. What should I do?
Try to say something?
I tried speaking, but it just made the cloth go deeper into my mouth and didn't help at all. In the darkness, I heard someone coming towards me, one step after another. This was it. Just as I thought that.
It's okay, be quiet.
This voice was... The cloth covering my mouth was taken off, and a dim light illuminated the area as the surrounding area slowly came into focus, and the face of the voice's owner was illuminated.
Misao, I came here to rescue you.
There was the person that I wanted to see most. The person whose name I called in my heart for so long. Tokiwa-san!
Shh, be quiet. Relax. Everything's all right. You were scared, right?
The green eyes that I love shook with worry. You came here to rescue me, Tokiwa-san? Tokiwa-san! I felt so relieved that tears were spilling forth from my eyes.
Oh, come on. Everything's fine.
Tokiwa-san ever so gently covered my body as I continued to sob. Tokiwa-san! Tokiwa-san!
Calm down. I'll always be by your side.
Yes. His large hand gently rubbed my back over and over as I sobbed convulsively.
Have you finally calmed down, Misao?
The sound of his voice made me feel relieved from the bottom of my heart. Yes, I'm okay now. I wiped my tears and stared at Tokiwa-san.
Misao, You don't need to try and act tough. Alright, I'll free you now.
Tokiwa-san untied the rope that was binding my hands and feet. Tokiwa-san! As we hugged each other tightly. But how did you know I was here?
And because of this.
After Tokiwa-san said that, he showed me a small stone that had the same color as his eyes. This is from the bracelet.
When I walked around Yoshiwara trying to find you, I found these stones scattered in front of this shop.
I see.
These stones are rare, so I quickly noticed them. Then I snuck in through the back door and tried to find you, Misao.
These green stones brought you and me together, Tokiwa-san.
If I didn't have eyes of this color, then I wouldn't have given this to you. When I found this for the first time, I was able to appreciate the color of my eyes.
Tokiwa-san.
If it can save the life of my precious Misao, I guess the color of my eyes isn't so bad.
When Tokiwa-san lifted the stone to his eyes, he winked with his eye that shined like the stone.
But what a surprise, to think that you would be held captive in a shop along the same main street.
So this is actually the red light district?
Yes, and this shop has been competing against our shop in the ranks for a long time.
I told Tokiwa-san what I heard the men talking about before.
I see, so that's what's happened. That's why only famous top gentlemen were attacked.
I also thought it was strange.
If gentlemen were their targets, it would be difficult to attack the top ones instead of the shop.
Tokiwa-san nodded and seemed to understand what had happened.
In any case, we should get out of here. Misao, can you walk?
Oh, yes. What? I tried to stand up but lost my balance and almost fell down.
Are you okay?
Tokiwa-san quickly held my body after I lost my balance. I'm sorry. Maybe because I was tied up, I lost the strength to my legs.
Don't overdo it. All right, let's go before someone notices us.
With Tokiwa-san supporting my body, we headed to the door when...
What? How'd you guys...
Ah! We ran into the man from before at the entrance to the room.
This isn't good. Run away now.
Oh, wait! We shook the man off and started to run away from there. We left the shop that I was held captive in and ran outside.
Misao, are your legs okay?
Yes, somehow.
Find them. They must be around here somewhere.
From behind us, I heard the voices of our pursuers.
Let's hide in the shadows of that building.
Following Tokiwa-san, I walked into a street that led to a back alley. We then hid ourselves in the shadows, and Tokiwa-san held me in his chest. Tokiwa-san?
Be quiet.
He nodded slightly, and from the shadows, I watched what was happening in the main street.
Damn, they aren't here. Look over there.
After making sure that our pursuers were leaving, we headed in the opposite direction. We hid ourselves among the pleasure seekers and somehow fled to Inari Shrine.
Phew. If we've come this far, we should be all right.
We seem to have thrown off the pursuers. We finally caught our breath and sat down within the shrine's grounds.
I'm so happy that you're safe. After you were kidnapped, I felt so uneasy.
I also felt like it would be the end for me, but I didn't expect that I would end up with you like this, Tokiwa-san.
By the way, weren't we in the middle of a conversation when we came here before?
Oh yes, that was...
Misao, is it all right if I ask you again?
Tokiwa-san looked at my eyes without blinking.
Why did you say that you wouldn't meet me anymore?
I'll tell the truth. Okay, I'll tell you the truth.
Please, of all people, I want you clearly, Misao.
My family isn't rich or anything like that. I received the money I bought you with from a young couple when I helped them run away.
You helped them run away? So that's why. Even people who help someone run away from the red light district are severely punished. You skated on thin ice, but I'm happy that you're safe, Misao.
But I've already used all the money.
Misao, why?
Because I like you, Tokiwa-san. I wanted to make your dream come true. So I wanted to support you as much as I could. But I've already used all the items that I received as thanks for helping them.
Well, that's why you said you wouldn't be able to see me anymore.
Yes. You were truly beautiful in the courtesan's procession, so My vision became warped for some reason, and I felt something oozing out deep in my nose. Even if I weren't around, you would be fine. That's what I thought. I didn't want to cry, but a big teardrop spilled from the corner of my eye. But Tokiwa-san, you already have a lot of appointments from other women, right?
What are you talking about? Of course I decline those type of appointments.
Huh? No way!
Of course. You're the only one for me, Misao.
Oh my, Tokiwa-san.
You should have told me about this earlier.
Tokiwa-san. Tokiwa-san gently hugged my shoulder as I continued to cry without end.
You're the only one for me, Misao.
Tokiwa-san, I really don't want to leave you. I want to be with you.
Me too, Misao.
We hugged each other's bodies firmly like we were confirming our love.
Misao.
I felt warm inside of Tokiwa-san's arms, and he received my heart ever so gently. And that is our 2 chapters for today's reading. I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.